Hi everyone, I'm just stopping by today to express my sincere gratitude to everyone who's been a part of my journey over the last 15 years. Today marks 15 years since I got on my plane and left Jamaica for Australia. Now, to do something like that was no small feat. And I just wanted to check in and say a big thank you to everyone who's made this amazing journey possible. On the 14th of July, 2009, I pulled my suitcase into the Norman Manley International Airport at Kingston, and I had a very eventful trip. But hitherto hath the Lord brought me. Missed flights, canceled flights, angelic encounters. It's been an amazing journey. I'll share one really great story which some people may have already heard. I got on the plane in Kingston, and they said something was wrong with the plane. I came off, I went to Miami, I got rerouted to Miami. I got there, something was wrong with that plane. I got to Los Angeles and I missed my flight. And so I had to stay in Los Angeles for 2 days. But the night when I missed my flight, I ended up getting a ticket to stay in a hotel in downtown LA. And that night when I got there, I finally realized that I hadn't contacted my family to let them know what had happened, because they were supposed to be waiting for me in New York. Anyway, I finally got there and called. I went to find a phone booth to give them a ring. It wasn't like now when you have free Wi-Fi everywhere, right? Back in those days, I think roaming was kind of like still very new. And my little BlackBerry, I think I just run out of charge on my journey. So I went for a phone booth. I had a few quarters, which I always kept in my purse. And as I got there was a man standing by the phone booth like he was finishing up a call. And as I got there, so bedraggled, pulling my little carry-on suitcase, because I'd lost my luggage as well. And I got there and I was about to take my quarters out to make a call. This man hung up the phone, or moved away from the phone box, and looked at me and said, "So you've missed your flight, huh? It's been a long journey, but I just want to let you know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to those who are called according to his purpose." And I'm telling you, the fact that this man spoke to me, combined with the words that came out of his mouth, were so powerful that I just closed my eyes and the tears started to fall. But in that moment, I blinked. He was completely gone. And I, with my hand on my heart, truly believe that was an angel that showed up for me right at that moment when I really needed some encouragement. It had been a hectic day, to say the least, and I can't go into all the details. The next day I boarded my flight. I went to the airport to get on my flight, and the same thing happened again. Something was wrong with the plane. But this time I had an encounter with an angel. And so this time I took authority over that situation, and I said, I am not sleeping in Los Angeles tonight. We are going to Sydney, Australia. And I did. So I arrived in Sydney. It was the 15th of, I think it was like by then about the 18th of July, because I'd lost so many hours and days on my journey. And thank God for a safe journey. And the luggage finally showed up several days later, but it was winter, which meant that I slept in a room which was about -4 degrees, and I did not have any clothes or sheet, or I just slept on the bare mattress in -0 degree temperature for the first time in my life. But I'm still here 14 years after. And I'm just sharing this to someone who might be watching this, and you might be going through some stuff right now. Yeah, you might feel like you're between a rock and a hard place. Your back is against the wall, or you might be the wilderness before you and the Red Sea. The wilderness behind you and the Red Sea before you. Yeah, or the wilderness on the two sides, the Egyptians following you and the Red Sea before you. Wherever you find yourself right now, just want to say to you, God will make a way out. There is a way out of that situation if you will just continue to press and to just keep moving forward in spite of the way you're feeling right now. Just keep pressing forward. 15 years in this country, let me tell you, I've been through a lot. I've been broke, I've been sick, I've been brokenhearted, I've been disappointed. Yeah, I've been marginalized, abused, accused, insulted. Let me tell you. But I stayed the course. And you know what? I've seen the other side. I've seen God's grace, His goodness, His mercies. I've seen destiny helpers. I've encountered people who've changed my life. People have impacted me in a way that I know without a shadow of a doubt, if I was still staying in that little place where I was 15 years ago, it would not have been the same. Because this is where I'm meant to be. And so I want to let you know, if you will stay the course, trust the process, go through the hard stuff, let the work on you, and you will see your reward. You will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. So here's to 15 years in Australia, and I'm another 15 and more years to come. I want to say big thank you to all the people for all the places I've worked, because work has been such a huge part of my life. I've worked in the University of Technology, Sydney. As a student, I finished in the Faculty of Science, worked in the Faculty of Health/Nursing, Midwifery and Health Development. All the people there who were the foundations of my experience in this country. Then I moved to NPS Medicine Wise, and I moved to New South Wales Health at Southwestern Sydney. And my journey has taken me to so many places. I want to say thank you to those who've helped me along this journey. For my journey through the South Pacific and the Western Pacific, getting to know the people here that looks like me and have similar passions. All my family and friends in the Solomon Islands, Fiji, Vanuatu, Cook Islands, Samoa, and around the Pacific, and all the other nations that I've been privileged to touch: Japan, Cambodia, Singapore, Malaysia, South Korea, all the places. I've had to go to Bangkok, Thailand, and touch these nations, and to the latecomers, the Africans in my life, who came on the scene kind of like midway, who have helped to shape me and to bring out the lioness in me. I'm so grateful. I'm so, so grateful. I want to say big thank you to my church family. Though I started out at Hillsong, then I went City Harvest Church, City Church Sydney, and all the impact of my Asian family and the rest of people who I've encountered along the way. The Islander communities and my own Jamaican family, who've given me the honor of being your president of the Jamaican Association of Australia for the last 11 years. I am indeed grateful. And so I just wanted to stop by to say it's 15 years today, and I'm so thankful and grateful for this privilege to be here and to be making a global impact. Thank you, everyone, for being part of this amazing journey. Peace out.